I jokingly call myself Unemployed Millionaire. All the struggle that I had to go through to not make so much money. Now I got to this point, I sit down, I trade for a couple hours, and I have this sort of lifestyle. I trade, it's my passion. I don't really feel like I'm working. I teach people to do the same thing and I see their success. I enjoy every single day. So I grew up in an extremely small country in Lithuania, in an extremely hardworking family. They taught me by an example that if you want to achieve greatness, if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to work really, really hard. I had a lot of athletes in my family. My father was a professional rower. My godfather was a professional basketball player. So from a very young age, I got into sports. And since I was 5 years old, I was playing basketball. It was my passion. It was my dream to go to NBA, to become a big player and live the life that I want. So when I was 15, I left my family, I left everyone behind, and I moved to another continent, the United States, to chase my dream to become a basketball player. I got a scholarship to go to this high school in Chicago. They provided me scholarship, $500 a month. I'm so excited. I come to the US, my dreams are coming alive. And I get out of the airport, they drive me to my housing, and I walk into this tiny room where you can only see bed, tiny fridge. I was sharing a bathroom with 4 or 5 different nationality workers. Every day I had to wake up at 5 a.m. because I had to walk around 20 to 30 minutes to my bus and drive another 40 minutes to school with the bus. I had a practice before school, I had school, practice after school, and then I would practice there and I would get back to home at around midnight. Next day, same thing. Like the living conditions were so bad that one morning I wake up, I put a spread on the bread, I take a bite of the bread and I see that something is off. I pick up the bag of where the bread was laying and there was a hole in the plastic bag, a small hole in the bread. So I realized I also was living with mice. Because I only had $500 a month to live off, I wanted new basketball shoes. So in Lithuanian center in Chicago suburbs, they found me a weekend job where I was a waiter and I was serving in the events. Like I would make $100 per night. And then eventually I got a scholarship to go to a big university, play Division I. And when I got to that level, that's when I realized that basketball might not be the route that I want to take. Because I could play basketball in Italy in second league, make $3,000 to $4,000 a month until I'm 34. And then what? Then I have no foundation for my life. Then I have to build my life all over again. I started to look ways to make money, you know, as always, drop shipping, all of these things. Trading was the thing that really sticked with me. It's you versus you. If you make a mistake, you fix that mistake. The growth is exponential. If you're more consistent in your personal life, you will be more consistent in trading. And I was always like, it's like a mirror. It's like if I get better in my personal life, my trading gets better. I was still playing in a university and I started noticing myself running out of the practices to check my trades. I realized that's it. I either focus on this or on trading. And I said to myself, I need to drop everything and I need to focus on trading. I had some beginner's luck. I made some money. And then I told my family I'm dropping my $50,000 a year scholarship. I'm coming back to Lithuania. They said, are you crazy? I said, no, this is what I'm gonna do. So I come back, I move in back to my parents' place. I struggle, I'm not making profits. I'm actually losing money. I had a girlfriend at the time as well. She's like, what the hell is going on? I was lying to people that I'm doing better than I actually was. I just closed myself in a room. I worked really hard. I struggled for 2 years to become profitable. And then I had a double digits in my bank account and I had like 4 digits in my trading account and I blew that. And I remember like it was yesterday, went to the bathroom, like shivers in my body, stress and just very, very emotional. And I was looking at myself in the mirror, it's like, you either make this shit work or you're done. I started focusing on everything step by step. Focus on your trading rules, focus on your risk management, your trade management. Instead of trying to hop from strategy to strategy, instead of being emotional every time I trade, let me try this for 2-3 months, see how it works. First couple of months I was break even, and then I was like, okay, if I'm break even, instead of me trying to win more trades, what if I look at my trades and what if I can remove some of the losses? That would make me profitable. So I was like, okay, gold, not really good performance in London session, US 30, not good performance in New York session. Let me try to avoid taking these trades. I started to see profits. And ever since then, everything just built up exponentially. I jokingly call myself Unemployed Millionaire because of all the struggle that I had to go through, all the hard work that I had to go through to not make so much money, to not live a life that I want. And now I got to this point in my life where all I do is I sit down, I trade for a couple hours, and I have this sort of life and this sort of lifestyle. I did my first big deposit. At the time it was big, $2,000. I saved up money for that $2,000. I knew that I was like, with $100, I will not be profitable, will not make my dreams come true. I think a couple weeks it took me to blow that. It's the most memorable, loss for me because it was like the first big deposit, the first big loss that taught me a lot of lessons. Over the past 10 years, I tweaked my edge multiple times, and I built my edge by looking at the higher time frame, by building my bias, by trying to identify correct, supply and demand levels and entry confirmations. But just recently, I became a hybrid trader, and a hybrid trader is a way of trading where you use technical and fundamental analysis. Now, fundamental analysis is quite complicated to understand data reports, to track all the news events that's happening. Even now, Trump will tweet something and it will affect the markets. Me and my team, we have built a dashboard where AI will pull out news and data reports from everywhere, and AI will summarize how this will affect the markets. So now I have an edge on the charts, technical analysis, and fundamentally. I feel like I've went through everything that everybody else goes through. I had a stage of overtrading, over-risking, strategy hopping, and sometimes I will tell people, don't do this, don't do that. But there are things in the markets that you just have to go through, experience, survive, get back up, and continue going. Like what I say is like one of the things that's most important in trading is experience. You have to experience blowing accounts. You have to experience, hopping the strategies and understanding that doesn't work. Experience is so important, but a lot of people don't get that experience because they will give up quite early. They will over-risk, they will overtrade, they will think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Trading is a job. For me, I don't get excited about trading. I don't think strategy is what makes you profitable. Trading system is what makes you profitable. For me, it's like I call it triangle formation because trading system consists of trading strategy, trade management, and risk management. So this is a trading system. This is what makes you profitable. Trading strategy helps you to find a profitable setup, the setup that you want to take. Risk management helps you identify the risk you want to use for that specific trade. And then trade management is how you manage your trade while you are in the trade. So now from point A, you're looking for the setup, to point Z, you're managing and exiting your setup. You have a structure in the way you trade. Because if you're not consistent in your analysis, you're not going to be consistent. Your results are not going to be consistent. So the way I trade is every single question that I may come across is answered by making everything a systematic process. Now that I have settled in Dubai, my ultimate goal is to inspire as many people as I can and personally grow in every way possible. I just want to be the best version of myself, and I think that's what's going to transfer to my trading as well. My business goals for my future is to elevate my trading to the next level, not just by using my trading strategies, but also using the tools that I have created lately. Financial freedom for me means a lot. I am very independent and person that likes to live very spontaneously, just like what we did today, going surfing. It's something that I love doing, something that just comes to your head and you go ahead and do it, last minute trips, last minute purchases, these things where you don't have to think about money and just execute and do whatever you want, whenever you want. It's what financial freedom is to me. I don't really care about people remembering me for my riches, wealth, or cars or whatever. As long as there's at least one person that's watching this video or watched me somewhere else that is inspired and that will actually think to himself, I want to do something out of this life, because you only have one life. I think too many people forget that we only have one life. Why not make the most out of it? So if there's at least one person that got off at the couch and started doing something with his life, started trading and changed his life completely, I think I've done my job, and that's what I'm here to do.